This is Doc Ock coming to you live and direct from Black Facts Headquarters Central this evening with another installment of Doc Ock at noon and 9. And tonight, we're going to be focused like a laser on some real serious science. Now, we've been talking about black scientists for the whole month of for all of this month. However, tonight we're going to talk about a whole nother kind of science. This is some of that deep Caribbean, African type science. You know, where they say somebody tells you they're going to work some science on you, and you know you better be prepared for anything because you really don't know what's coming up the pike. But guaranteed it won't be having to do anything with robotics or medicinal type drugs or pharmaceuticals or anything like that. It's going to be a whole nother thing. It's going to take you to another level. And hopefully you'll be able to survive. But in the meanwhile, let's go ahead and do the needful. If you haven't already, and you're watching us on Facebook, give us a like. If you're watching us on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. Then go ahead and let the world know that Black Facts has arrived and we ain't dropping no jive. We right here delivering some of the goods from the hive mind direct to you. Tonight, matter of fact, speaking of the hive, that brings us right around to our proverb of the night. And the proverb of the night is, hurry up or the white ants will eat the board. Now this is an Omweso proverb. So hurry up or the white ants will eat the board. So obviously you understand this. White ants are termites. Absolutely. They are not benevolent critters. They will eat your stuff and leave you there with nothing but dust. So be aware. You need to go ahead and make your move. What do they say? You think long, you think wrong. Right. That's another proverb. So you got two proverbs. It's a two proverb night. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and read our story tonight. And our story tonight comes out of this little book right here. The People Could Fly. Now, this is some of that science I'm talking about. I'm talking about some of that mojo. I'm talking about dealing with some of that gooba dust. I'm talking about dealing with that juju, some of those deep, dark secrets that they've been trying to hide from us all this time and get us doing everything but what had already been working for us long time since. Could work for us now if we could remember how to use it. But a lot of that knowledge has been obscured. So we're going to have to work hard to get it to return to that state of mind. Meanwhile, let me go ahead and put my glasses on and read this little story here. And we'll put on our slideshow as well. We got a really nice slideshow for you tonight. Really dynamic piece of work we've been putting together over here. As always, you know how we do it. You know how we do it. Bow, bow. You know how we do it. Bow, bow. Every night. Doing it to the max. With the people who could fly. The people could fly. And there we go. We right on up in there. All right. Now, I hope this is set right, because something about this seems a little suspicious. Let me just check this one more time. Make sure this is set right. So I don't want to have to come back and redo it. All right. Now it looks like it's set good. Okay, let's roll with it. See how it rolls. All right. Oops. I forgot I got to do this first. Here we go. The People Could Fly. An American black folk tale told by or retold by Virginia Hamilton and illustrated by Leo and Diane Dillon. They say the people could fly. They say that long ago in far off Africa, we could do things there that we haven't been able to do since. And they would walk up on the air like climbing up on a gate. And they flew like blackbirds over the fields, black shiny wings flapping against the blue up there. Then many of the people were captured for slavery. The ones that could fly shed their wings. They couldn't take their wings across the water on the slave ships. Too crowded, don't you know? The folks were full of misery. They got sick with up and down and back and forth and rolling around of the ship on the sea. So they forgot about flying. When they could no longer breathe the sweet scent of their homeland, Africa. Come on, little light. Been wearing this light out today. Say, the people who could fly kept their power. Although they shed their wings, they did not shed every single thing. They kept their secret magic in the land of slavery. They looked the same as the other people who came from Africa. They had a deep, dark, black skin, jet black, midnight blue, darker than dark, black hole dark, suck you in and never let you out dark. One such who could fly. Although you couldn't tell he could fly from any of the other ones. They all look alike, you know. Well, this one's name was Toby. And standing tall yet afraid was a young woman who had once had wings. We call her Sarah. Now Sarah carried a baby tied to her back. She trembled to be so hard worked and scorned. The slaves labored in the fields from sun up to sundown, cursing the master when he wasn't around. The owner of the slaves calling himself master. Say he was a hard lump of clay, a hard, glinty coal, who liked to rock and liked to roll. A hard rock pile wouldn't be moved. His overseer on horseback pointed out the slaves who were moving too slow. So the one called driver cracked his whip, chaka, over the heads of the slow ones to make them move just a little bit faster to please the master blaster. That whip was a slice open cut of pain. So they did move faster. They had to, didn't have no choice. Sarah hoed and she chopped the row as the babe on her back slept. Say the child grew hungry. That babe started up bawling louder than loud. Sarah couldn't stop to feed it. Wah, wah. Couldn't stop to soothe and quiet it. Wah, wah. She had to let it cry. Wah, wah. She didn't want to. Wah, wah. She had no heart to croon it down. Wah, wah. She just had to let it calm all down by itself. Keep that thing quiet, called the overseer. He pointed his finger at the babe. The woman scrunched low. The driver cracked his whip, ka-cha, across the babe anyhow. The babe hollered like any hurt child, wah, 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 wah. And the woman fell to the earth. The old man that was there, Toby was his name, he came and helped her to her feet. I must go soon, she told him. Soon, he said. Sarah couldn't stand up straight any longer. She was just too weak. The sun burned her face. The babe cried and cried, pity me, oh pity me. Say it sounded like Sarah was so sad and starving, she sat down in the road. What she want to go and do that for? Get up, you black sow, called the overseer. He didn't have no pity on her. He pointed his hand and the driver's whip snarled around Sarah's legs. Shaka! Her sack dress tore into rags. Her legs bled onto the earth. She couldn't get up. Toby was there, where there was no one to help her. And the babe. Now, before it's too late, panted Sarah. Now, father, now. Yes, daughter, the time is come. Toby answered, go as you know how to go. He raised his arms, holding them out to her. Kumyali kumbuba tambe. Kumyali kumbuba tambe. And more magic words said so quickly they sounded like whispers and sighs. Whispers and sighs. The young woman lifted one foot on the air, then the other. She flew clumsily at first with the child now held tightly in her arms. Then she felt the magic, the African mystery magic, the juju, the mojo. She got that mojo working. She had her mojo working, had her mojo working, got her mojo working. Say she rose just as free as a bird, as light as a feather in some windy weather. The overseer rode after her, hollering. Sarah flew over the fences. She flew over the woods. Tall trees couldn't snag her, nor could the overseer. She flew like an eagle now until she was gone from sight. Out of sight, out of mind. No one dared speak about it, couldn't believe it, but it was because they that was there saw that it was. Say the next day was dead hot in the fields. A young man's slave fell from the heat. The driver came and whipped him. Toby came over and spoke words to the fallen one. The words of ancient Africa, once heard, are never remembered completely. The young man forgot them as soon as he heard them. They went way down deep inside of him. He got up and rolled over on the air. He rolled it a while and he flew away. He flew away. And that's all we got for you today. Because as you can see, this story ain't over. We're going to have to return and finish it on the morrow. But in the meantime, we want you to rest well, sleep good, walk good, trod right with delight. Do your thing for the rest of the night. And when those sunbeams come beaming down on your eyes, you'll know that it's time for you to go ahead and take flight with all your might. Just raise those arms up in the air and bring them down, raise them up and bring them down, raise them up again and bring them back on down, and you'll fly on into the air without a frown. That's how we get down. And this is what we call the African science. It's a higher science, not like any other science that you know around here. We don't need no laboratory. We don't need no test tubes. We don't need no rubes, no loops. All we need is that juju dust. The juju dust. The juju dust. This is Doc Ock signing off. I hope I didn't throw a fright into you just because we took flight. We'll be back tomorrow night right here at 9 o'clock, because this is Doc Ock at noon and 9. Sometimes you may not catch us at 9. Sometimes you might. Sometimes we might do an extra show like we're doing tonight, because we got to make sure that we do it right. We ain't letting nothing coming out of here wrong, because if it comes out wrong, it can't be strong. Now, we know that we've asked you to do a few things, and we're going to ask you to do it one more time. Just go ahead. If you're watching on Facebook, give us a like. If you're watching on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. And then go ahead and subscribe to our Tubular Black Facts channel. That's where we go to handle our business every single day and every single night. Check us out, because we're here for you. In the meanwhile, peace out, without a doubt, of course, with some justice thrown in on top. Because peace without justice disgusts us. Let's go on into our extra.